Well, welcome back to the Convocation Center here at Hampton University for the nightcap of the 2017 state quarterfinals in Division 5A. This is a great matchup between teams apparently wearing the same colors. The Bethel Bruins from Hampton welcome in the Wakefield Warriors from Arlington, Virginia, in what should be a very good basketball game here to finish up a day of good basketball so far. We've seen L.C. Bird, Albemarle High School, and Hampton High win their way to the state semifinals to be played here tomorrow, Saturday, the 4th of March, 2017. Now it's up to Bethel. Bethel will try to make it a third Peninsula District team to make the state semifinals. We learned that just now that Phoebus has been defeated in the state semifinals. But for a team that we saw this year as overachievers, they did a wonderful job. Coach Daniels getting them to the state semifinals. They lost, I think, by 8 points in a tough ball game. Now the Bruins are going to try not to do the losing here in the nightcap. They got a good crowd tonight. We've seen some Bruin alumnus, one in particular, Tony Rutland, here with us. Tony now the coach at Hampton Christian High School, but of course a member of the, I believe the last state champion team from Bethel was 1993.
Yes. Now they've been to the state championship game and lost to T.C. Williams, coached by Ivan Thomas, but the last time they won.
Yeah. The last time they won was Allen Iverson, Tony Rutland Jr. in 1993. This is Frank Edgar, by the way. I'm here with Wube Gabray on Friday, the March the 3rd. To watch it here at beautiful Hampton University. And right off the top, I'll tell you, I want to thank the crew here at Hampton University. It has been a well-run tournament. We are actually early. We're ahead, which is a rare thing to say at a basketball tournament. So we'll have plenty of time to talk about these two teams. The Bruins come in, another strong year for Coach Craig Breon, 22-5. And the Wakefield Warriors from up in Arlington, they come in with a record of 22-5. So very evenly matched teams here, though we noticed that Wakefield had lost to only one public school team. I believe that's what we said. That we pointed out that they lost in a couple of tournaments, a couple of schools that looked like to us to be private school teams like
came down and lost to
Cape Henry over in Virginia
Beach. So they've been knocking on the door, Frank. They've been in the Final Four in this position 4 times since '05. So they've been in this position before. Just haven't gotten over the hump yet. So let's hope they don't get over the hump against Bethel tonight. But just show the consistency of the program. They've done a great job, staying consistent. And they have one state championship in the record books at their school.
Yep, they're wearing. Well, we'll see what they're wearing. They're wearing the gold uniforms tonight with the green. They wear green on the outside. The Bruins tonight appear to be in their whites. They're the top seed in the South, the 5A South. And Wakefield comes in.
5A North.
Excuse me, the second seed in Wakefield comes to the third seed in the 5A South. Excuse me, North.
And they're Capital Conference 13 if you're keeping track. And all these different conferences we have around.
I know, it's difficult to do. Wakefield coached by Tony Bentley. Well, I think did you have a chance to talk with Coach Bentley?
I did. Talked to him and a couple of his assistants. He has a great 1-2 punch. Alan Treacle and Halil Parks. And they have a guy named Chris Warner. He can score a double. He can get a double-double any night. So you have to keep an eye on him. He's a young guy too. And also another guy to watch out for is Amari Cooper. So they have some talent on this team from Arlington and Wakefield High.
They do. The first team, Alan Treacle, is the first team member of the 5A All-Region North, which is a tough squad to make. Yeah. We saw 2 of the Potomac Panthers that we just saw lose to Hampton. Those 2, Opoku and Washington, were first team members up there. That's a tough team to make in Northern Virginia, but Alan Treacle made it. He was the first team member, and Halil Parks makes the second team up there. They do, at least according to one article I read, Tony Bentley says they want to do what they want to do, which is play up-tempo basketball. They want to run and attack the basket, and they play defense. So we're going to see some fast-paced basketball, having watched the Hampton Crabbers slow the Panthers down to almost an ice age offense there in the second half, holding the Panthers to under 20 points in the second half. Alan Treacle, number 2 for Wakefield. You see him tapping fist with the officials. Kate Yanchulis, our wonderfully talented local reporter with the Daily Press. Thank Kate for all the support she gives to LSC 48.
I just thanked her for making me look smart. I get all your stuff, and I come on the air and say it and give you the credit. It makes me look good. So she's great, been a great addition to the Daily Press.
What a pickup by the press. It's a free agent, Kate Yanchulis. They picked her up.
And I believe she's from Arlington.
Yeah, she's up from Northern Virginia now because she wears that Washington Nationals ball cap all summer long. And here come the Bruins. They'll be introduced. Jim Schaffner, the great voice of Darling Stadium, is doing the PA work tonight. Rob Robinson sitting next to him.
Great work by them tonight.
Yeah, it's a wonderful crew here. So they introduce, which is nice. They introduce all the players.
Yeah.
We got to say the largest crowd here tonight was the Albemarle fans.
Oh,
It looked like half the student body came down.
Came down from Charlottesville. I see Ricky Walker, former Bethel Bruins, in the stands. So they love to see the guys come back, Frank, and watch this state champion, these state playoffs.
Oh, yeah, and we've had a good returning group tonight.
I've got a chance to talk to Tyrod Taylor and Pat Barber, one of the most notable alums from Hampton High.
Now here come the Bruins. This is Miles Barrett. He gets the start here, the #1.
And another emerging star, Frank, and
Deshaun Coleman. Yeah.
Well, the game we did had a couple threes, and that's got him started on his senior season. He's had a great season after that. And of course, Baycoat. From what I've told Frank, this is the last Baycoat to come through.
Cameron Baycoat wears #5. Dejur Dickens, who's hard to miss, the 7-footer, #33. And the Notre Dame-bound Jeremiah Owusu.
Love the way he plays. He plays with heart.
Jeremiah is a monster of an athlete.
Yes.
He and Daz Newsom from Hampton High, the two best pure athletes in the football this year in the Peninsula District. Jeremiah's had a really good year on the basketball court, averages right under, I'm going to say about 10 points a game.
Yeah.
Dickens averages 12, Baycoat averages 21. So they have three guys in double figures, and these three guys will carry them. They're going to need some help tonight against Wakefield. Wakefield was led by Alan Treacle, 16 a game for Treacle, 2 rebounds a game, almost 3 assists a game. So he's a do-everything, #2 for the Wakefield Warriors from Arlington.
I'm gonna miss watching Owusu and Daz on the football field. But the good thing is, Frank, you turn your TV on.
They'll be on there.
Watch them on TV, especially Owusu. He'll be on NBC with Notre Dame.
Yep, Owusu going to Notre Dame to play football. They think they'll make him into a safety. I could see that.
You see the height advantage
Dickens,
on Bethel.
yeah, he probably got about a foot on #1 Amari Cooper. I don't know the technical height, but Cooper actually listed as 6'4", but you can see Dickens is going to control the tap if it goes high enough. And they'll probably just try to steal it here. And he does. Good play by Cooper. The toss was about head high to Dickens. And we're underway here. Game 4 of the quarterfinal round here at Hampton University.
It's Treacle, Alan Treacle.
Number
5'10" senior guard, guarded by Barrett. Good defense by Bethel, and they're also a good defensive team.
A hard-nosed man-to-man. They want to protect Dejur Dickens.
Chris Warner, double threat. Over to Parks, guarded by Baycoat.
Khalil Parks wearing the #24.
Shot is good as a two-pointer.
That was Parks.
So
And,
Barrett gets in. He's guarded by Warner.
Yeah, and
Put
then
a lot of size on him in the guard.
Mahmoud El Tahir wearing #33 for Wakefield guards Dickens. They're going to rotate a lot of men in on Dickens.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job now. El Tahir probably outweighs Dickens. And of course, Dickens at his height is always open.
They're going to double team him, Frank. Make Barrett shoot the 3. No good. Rebound by Treacle. Oh, almost a travel by Warner. He kicks it over to Parks. Parks fakes the pass. Shoot the 3 is good.
Parks on a roll. 5 straight points for the 6'2" guard. Khalil Parks, second team All-North 5A team.
Barrett.
El Tahir is going to guard Dickens, but only in the paint. They're going to let Desjure go outside.
A good move by Baycoat. Little spin move off the mark.
Ball's going to stay with the Bruins, yeah. Dickens is going to have to kind of find his way here. I know El Tahir's got the same instructions that Justin Red had in the first game, the Hampton game, against Opoku.
And you have a lot of teams.
Just push, keep his body on him.
They're going to do a lot of things to get him out of his game, push him around. That's what they're going to try to do.
Said Dickens always open at 7 feet tall.
Owusu goes in for the floater. Good shot by Owusu.
Jeremiah with a nice little running floater there. 5-2 now.
Owusu has been noted as saying, I want the best scorer on the opposing team in my job. And he takes pride in it, Frank, in stopping them. And he's done a great job so far this year. He's also picked up his scoring as well.
Cam Baycoat on the defense for the Bruins there, guarding Christopher Warner.
There's Amari Cooper drives over to number 22, Warner. Warner misses, rebound by Dickens.
Great rebound by Desjure.
Baycoat, good pass. Oh, no, it's taken away by Parks. He trips, gives it over to Cooper. Cooper, great versatility here, and he's going to go in for the offensive foul. Good play by Coleman.
What a great play by Coleman. That saved a bucket. Foul called on Mari Cooper.
Pace picking up now here at HU Convocation Center, Hampton, Virginia campus at Hampton University.
Cooper's 6'4", averages 4.5 rebounds a game, 11.5 points. So a lot of strong individual players here, but they're going to have to play as a team to beat the Bethel Bruins.
You'll have to.
So El Tahir still guarding Dickens. El Tahir laying the body into Dickens. Remarkable he's not getting any fouls called.
Different crew this time around.
Yeah, Dickens.
Did he call glass?
I think he called it. I heard something. Dickens with his first bucket.
This crew might let him play a little bit, the officiating crews, I mean. As you see, Wakefield, the Wake Forest replica uniforms. Nice jerseys. Bethel, of course, has the Allen Iverson sponsored uniforms.
Yeah, we're in the gray tonight with the Bethel Bruin on the right leg. Or the Treacle looking for an assist.
Treacle over to inside. Dickens is right there. Nice turnaround.
El Tahir, Mahmoud El Tahir, 6'5". I'm going to guess about 240.
He's a 6'5" junior, Frank. I thought Dickens had the block, but Owusu goes in for the leaner. Dickens no good with the tip. He's fouled.
A good rebound there, foul. I think that's Cooper's second. Yes, it is. Amari Cooper picks up his second foul. That's important.
Yes, it is.
We'll see how deep Wakefield goes. We were talking to Coach Eric Brown of Hampton High School before this game, and he was noting that Hampton went 10 deep tonight. Jalen Powell got in and gave him a minute, but that minute was key in the third quarter.
It was.
Dickens scores one from the free throw line. He's going to get a second one. There's the substitution for Cooper. Number 3 for Wakefield, that's Eric Eiler.
And we know Bethel's not deep, so they have to keep an eye on that foul trouble.
Well, they got some youngsters they've been running in. We'll see how many of those guys play. Our favorite friend, the guard, the freshman guard, we'll see if he gets in tonight.
Davis. 7-6 Wakefield early on. Treacle, guarded by Barrett. Barrett's a great defensive player. Gets a screen, goes in over Dickens. Another play by Tahir.
El Tahir is just
getting bodied down.
Well, he followed up the rebound right out of the fingertips of Dickens, and El Tahir able to pull it down. El Tahir is he's not giving an inch to Dickens. No. He's putting his body on him and pushing him, and they're going to let him play.
Yeah. I like to see them let him play here.
As long as they do it both ends, I'm okay with it. Dickens, I don't want to see Dickens picking up the ticky-tack foul that the big men often get.
Owusu goes in. Dickens, they're definitely letting him play. I thought
I thought he was over the back.
Yeah.
With a foul called on the Wakefield Warriors, number 22. That's Christopher Warner, his first. Warner, 9-point per game score for the Warriors. Dickens back to the line, and this is a good place for him.
First free throw by Dickens is good. Great stroke.
That means he's in the in the mix down there, not doing the fouling.
He's got a great stroke, Frank. He can shoot the free throws.
He's gotten so much more athletic since he was a ninth grader, and we saw him. He conceded that in the paper today. Nice article on him by the Daily Press.
Second free throw is good by Dickens. 9-8 Wakefield. So far, Bako has not scored yet, or Coleman, the three-point specialist for Bethel, as they're still staying in it. 9-8, 3:55 left in the first quarter.
6 for Dickens, yeah.
Treacle. Over to Warner. Eiler, guarded by Bako. Over to Barrett. He fakes the Warner, he keeps it. He's looking inside. Dickens can't reach in. He can't pick up early fouls.
But Dickens, what he does is he slams the door on the lane. Nobody's going to drive the lane. Owusu with the reach. Jeremiah's first foul.
They're trying to get Dickens on a high pick and roll to get him out of the lane and try to drive the lane.
Coach Breon done a fine job with his Bethel Bruins team this year, 22-5 overall. He's assisted by coaches Ernest Marshall, Wayne Jones, Anthony Frederick, Aaron Baycoat back from his years in Old Dominion, former Bethel Bruin, and Diego Ryland with the Bruin staff. Always a lengthy list of assistant coaches.
Oh, yeah, always. Warner for three, no good. Somebody has to get it for Bethel. Three people standing right there.
Eiler tipped it off the fingertips of 2 Bruins. It's going to remain Wakefield ball.
Still 9-8 Wakefield. Inbound. Parks almost traveled.
He did travel, no call.
Pull up by Parks, no good. Rebound Coleman. Could have been a foul on Warner, no call.
So this is, again, staying with let him play.
Yeah.
Cam Baycoat being shattered by Alan Treacle. He hadn't seen, I don't think he's taken a shot yet.
I don't think so either. This time, the shot. Oh, look at Owusu get in there. Barrett with a save. Good play by Owusu to keep it alive. Over to Barrett. Owusu, that's not his game, but he's gonna have to shoot it eventually. We're giving it to him. Barrett over to Owusu.
But they're socking in on Dickens.
Barrett for three. Good. Good shot by Barrett.
Miles Barrett with his first three-pointer of the ball game for the Bruins.
Frank. They're taking Baycoat and Coleman away from the three-point line, forcing Owusu and Barrett to shoot the three. Parks.
Still man-to-man by the Bruins. El Tahir doesn't require guarding in the corner, so Dickens can stay in the lane.
Over to Warner, guarded by Coleman.
El Tahir.
Yeah. Almost a travel. He bumps into his own guy. Shot is good.
Treacle.
Good job by Alan Treacle. That 1-2 punch that we talked about from Wakefield, Treacle and Parks. It's tied up at 11. Bako has not taken a shot, as we talked about. Over to Owusu. They're giving him the three. That's not his game, but he has to take it eventually. Miles Barrett, he's already taken 1-3. Over to Owusu.
Well, give Dickens time to move down there.
I don't think Coleman is taking a shot either. Screen by Dickens.
El Tahir with a lot of athleticism gets the block. Ball's going to stay in Bruins' possession.
Inbound. Bethel is not substituted yet. Barrett.
At some point, they're going to have to call a foul down there if the hands keep crawling up.
Bako,
Dickens' jersey, yeah.
They're letting them play, Frank. They're letting them play, though. Bako, good pull up by Bako, and a good shot by Bako.
Yep.
That could get him started.
Well, that time he had to make his own shot, and you can see him do it in college coaches. You can see he can do it.
He can do it off the dribble.
Another guy you want on your squad, Alan Treacle. He draws a foul. Looks like Barrett got picked up for the foul. Yep. Miles Barrett's first. 13-11 Bethel here towards the end of the first quarter of the nightcap at Hampton University.
The good thing that so far, Frank, is Dickens has not gotten in foul trouble. Still out of foul trouble. That's key for Bethel.
Well, he's got his hands full down there.
Yeah.
That looks like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bill Russell, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Dave Cowens, or the smaller centers that could guard the taller guys.
He's got a good, solid base, and just kicks him out of there.
Well, obviously, Coach Bentley knew what they were going to have to do with Dickens. Treacle misses the first.
Second free throw was no good
misses
as well.
The second.
Bako with the rebound.
Now Cam's going to make his shot, make it himself. Treacle knocks it out of bounds.
Lipford, Jalen Lipford, 6-foot sophomore, comes in now for Wakefield.
Jalen scores almost 5 a game for the Warriors.
Barrett inbound.
Well, Dickens is open.
Got a 7-footer. It's easy to throw it in. It was tipped out by Parks. 13-11 Bethel, 1:20 left in the first quarter.
Well, Treacle's got quick hands, and he is really covering Cam Baycoat. Now, Baycoat gets it.
Baycoat, guarded by Treacle, over to Coleman. Coleman's not taking the shot yet. If he gets hot, that brings another element to the offense.
There's Coleman.
Coleman. Owusu again. They're giving Barrett the three-pointer as well. Barrett shoots it and makes it. Good shot by Barrett, Miles Barrett.
2 for 2 for Miles Barrett from three-point range here in the first quarter. 6 points for Miles.
16-11 Bethel. And that's a good sign for Bethel. If he's hitting a couple shots, you know he's a good defensive player. Warner, he's going to take a three. Good.
Second three-pointer for the Warriors. First one for Warner here in the quarter.
And he's a young guy, sophomore.
This Warner, 6'3".
Baycoat fakes a three. When you have Dickens on the screen, good shot by Baycoat.
So Cam Baycoat's finding a way to get away from Treacle just long enough to get the ball, make one move, and make the shot. There's Treacle.
With a floater. Barrett with the rebound.
Good rebound.
15 seconds.
Barrett is really getting beat up in there.
He is. Baycoat with a pull-up, no good.
Got a piece of it. The defender got a piece of it. You can see the speed of the Warriors.
Oh, and still makes a jumper. Treacle.
Yeah, Treacle, what a move, because he had to get that up on the glass and get it around the hand of Desjardins Dickens, which he did. 4 points in the quarter for Treacle, 5 for Parks, but Parks very quiet towards the end of the quarter. 18-16 Bethel here after one.
Well, my stat of the game is the defense that they put on Dickens in terms of Wakefield. Playing great defense on Dickens, not allowing him to get position down low.
Well, Junior Mahmoud El Tahir, and I hope I'm pronouncing it T-A-H-E-R, Tahir, averages 7 points a game, 3 rebounds a game. He's got 5 in the. He had 4 in the quarter. So good crowd in here. I'd like to see more. People at our local sporting events.
Well, I'll tell you, if Bethel and Hampton can do part 5 tomorrow night, this place should be packed.
Yeah. Yeah, both teams have brought their full squad of cheerleaders here.
And Hampton even brought the band in the earlier game.
Saw some Hampton High alumni while we were having our break. Tyrod Taylor, the starting quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, is here, and Anthony Cat Barber, who led the Crabbers to the championship in 2012 here. He's playing in the D-League down in Greensboro and having a wonderful year down there.
Great, humble. All these guys, Frank, they come back. They're just so humble. I mean,
they really are inaccessible and even let talk to you and me.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
I'd like to get them on the talk shows one time. Owusu.
Barrett again. He's feeling it, Frank. Another three by Barrett.
Barrett with 9 points on 3 of 3 shooting the three-point area.
I mean, if they're going to give you the shot, you got to take it. 21-16 Bethel.
They're going to take it away, but that's going to require Treacle to give a little bit of give on Baycoat.
Treacle, good defense by Baycoat. Good steal by Owusu. Yep. That's what he's known for, that defense. Owusu goes in with a floater. Nice play by Owusu.
Jeremiah with his second basket of the night.
23-16 Bethel. Parks, good drive. Is it clean?
Foot is going to foul on Owusu on the foot. Call the trip. Now they called 24.
That's Owusu. And again, Frank,
Owusu.
Bethel's not going to their bench in 9 minutes almost. So Bethel's not deep. And a good thing is they're not in a lot of foul trouble. So that keeps
haven't
Breon
had to go, have
easier.
they?
Yeah, Breon, his job's a lot easier now.
Jalen Davis sitting over there ready to come in at a moment's notice, but Barrett hot as fire.
Parks misses a free throw. His number 20, Ben Horsford, comes in for Wakefield, a 6-foot junior.
Yep.
So Wakefield looks like they have a pretty decent-sized bench.
Well, they score a lot of points. They do. Horsford, Ben Horsford averages 6.4. El Tahir back in, averaging 6.9 a game.
Second free throw is good by Parks.
6 points for Halil Parks now.
Yeah, that's a 6-point lead by Bethel.
Barrett.
Horsford's taking Barrett,
Yeah,
Barrett.
they've put Horsford in to cover Barrett now. They're the man-to-man, but they back off Owusu.
Well, Barrett's been hitting shots, so they're going to have to come out on him. And we know what Baco can do.
I tell you, I'm impressed with the way Wakefield goes through the picks. Now, Barrett's taking the brunt of the blows off, and that time, Baycoat, the ball comes off his thigh and goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Warriors ball.
Great defense by Wakefield. As you see, Treacle, Alan Treacle.
Treacle, a senior, 5'10" tall.
Over to his guard mate, Parks. Three-pointer from Wakefield is off the mark. As you see, Dickens skying for the rebound, the 7-footer. Over to Owusu, the football star, one of Notre Dame. Over to Baycoat. Baycoat, pull-up jumper. Actually fakes it over to Owusu. Owusu just fouled, no call. Back over.
Man-to-man defense is picked up here, Wube.
Good move by
Barrett.
And Barrett's been the unsung hero tonight.
Barrett with 11, 4 for 4 shooting.
Oh, good block by Dickens. He was waiting for it.
He really was, and no foul called.
Good.
Good way just to wait because he knows Treacle can't get it. That being in that close can't get it over him. El Tahir takes up a lot of space, gets the inbound pass. Here he comes.
He's going in, and it's going to be no good. Bethel is fighting for it. Coleman with the rebound. Over to Baycoat.
Good defense by the Bruins that time. El Tahir is surprising us. Good back-to-basket moves against the bigger man.
He wasn't talked about from our scouting of the game.
Yeah.
It was all about Treacle and Parks.
Baycoat.
Pull up by Baycoat. Good shot by Baycoat. They're starting to find out that Baycoat has a pull-up jumper as well, not just a three-point shooter.
You know, his brother was giving him a heck there on that last play in the first quarter. I saw Aaron come out.
Yeah.
The intensity of the Baycoat players.
Parks, good spin move. Dickens is,
that time El Tahir was so surprised that Dickens had fallen away from him.
He missed the layup.
That he missed it. He thought he was going to have to go high off the glass and couldn't come up with it.
You always miss the easy ones. Baycoat goes in. Thought about shooting three. Over to Owusu.
Bruins with a 10-point lead.
Dickens with a spin move. That's a jump hook, Frank, we've seen all year.
And that's a great shot. If he can sink that, nobody can stop him.
Three-pointer from Wakefield. That's good. That's Parks.
What a stop and shoot.
Great stop up.
I mean, my head was still turning left.
Yeah,
he faked my head out. He stopped and shot it.
A hard shot. Very hard. The rhythm.
2 threes now for Parks.
Owusu with that strength goes in.
Owusu loves that drive and then to take the shot high off the glass. That time he draws the foul.
Again, Coach Preon is not going to his bench yet.
I don't know who picked up the foul that time. He was a little muffled, but may have been number 20, Horsford. Owusu making the free throw. Owusu had talked about going to UVA to play. We went to the game. We covered the game, Bethel-Hampton, game 2 of that 4-game series.
We mentioned he was going to UVA.
And Marcus Hagan's the assistant coach at Virginia there to watch him. And then he spends the next week in Michigan State, and he's greeted at the airport when he got home by Chip Kelly at Notre Dame, and he ends up at Notre Dame.
And I will say you can't go wrong with any of them.
No, but, great choices.
Great young man, great academic student, along with his brother.
His brother Joshua right up at William Mary. Treacle.
Another block by Owusu.
No, that's Dickens that time.
Dickens, I'm sorry.
And Dickens smartly got behind Barrett, so there was no way he was going to foul. Just wait for the ball to appear, which he did, and he threw it in the seats.
Yeah, he's done a great job with not picking up early fouls. He did that against L.C. Bird in the conference championship, and that's the reason why they lost that game.
And that
he's doing a great job now staying out of foul trouble. Parks for 3. Good shot by Parks.
Halil Parks 3 for 3 by my count from 3-point area. 10, 11, 12 points for Parks. He's averaging 14 and a half.
He's keeping him in it. As Coleman has not been able to find anything from the three-point line.
And Elta here doing a fabulous job on Dickens. DeJure at the top of the key.
Back over to Barrett. They're still giving Barrett the shot. Now they're actually playing better defense on him out there.
And the punch to the chest defense I'm not a fan of, and I don't know why that's not called.
Yeah.
Watch in particular Horsford.
Owusu, another play by Owusu. Dickens keeping it alive.
Quick hands by Elta here. Bring it down.
Oh, Treacle, good move by Treacle.
Wow. He is the flash. 6 for Treacle now.
So it's 29-25 as Wakefield's making a run. 4-point game, 3 minutes left in the half. Bako just goes so, they're gonna call a foul on, looks like it's gonna be on Treacle.
Was it Treacle that got that foul?
I think Treacle got the foul. He was
We'll see that at halftime to verify that. Bako from the corner.
No good.
And a little hurried. Here comes Treacle.
Another pull up by Treacle. No good. Oh, good sky rebound by Dickens.
Dickens earning his money in there, and Coach Breon's going to have a talk about the offense, trying to get some more movement and trying to get the ball to Dickens.
Well, I see a couple coaches talking to Deshaun Coleman and trying to get him involved in the offense. He hasn't had a chance to.
He's been quiet tonight. Yeah. No points for him. 6 for Bako.
I don't think he's attempted a shot.
11 for Barrett, 6 for Dickens, and 6 for Owusu so far for the Bruins.
29-25 Bethel. Good game, as we thought it would be.
We have not been disappointed today. Good basketball today here at Hampton University. What a great place to play, too.
It's great.
Fans, if this happens to get up online before the games tomorrow, Saturday the 4th, games are at 4:15 and 7, I believe, is the time, the official time given. We see they're a little ahead here.
4:15 and 7:45.
7:45. Is that what it is? 4:15, 7:45?
7:45, yeah.
Are the girls' games played in the middle, I guess? They're going to alternate?
I guess I think the girls' games are earlier. Oh, yeah, you're right. Maybe the girls' game is 2:30 and 6.
So the 5A state semis and the girls will be played.
We got Princess Anne and
Salem, right?
Yeah.
2 Virginia Beach teams meet up tomorrow. Elta here with a steal.
He's going to pull up for 3. I saw it coming. It's going to be way off. Rebound of Owusu.
And Horsford hadn't seen a shot he didn't like so far, and he came off the bench. Barrett now. And the defense for Wakefield's tightened up a great deal. They were letting Owusu go free and Barrett go free, and Barrett burned him for 11.
Keeping Dickens out of the lane. They're doing a good job of that. Keeping the shooters at bay as well.
They've got to get the ball down to the corners and get it into Dickens.
Barrett with the drive. Good play over to Dickens. They're bodying him up, and he gets the shot, and it's in for Dickens.
And that's the maturity we've seen in DeJure Dickens since he started at Bethel 4 years ago. Takes his time, a lot more patient.
Parks thought about it over to Warner. Treacle traveled, no call. Trying to fight off the screen. Good defense by Bethel. 1:25 left in the half. They're up 6. Parks. Guarded by Bako. Coming off the screen. He is feeling it. Shot. Oh, and they're going to call a foul.
Good play by Dickens as he's undercut by number 22, Chris Warner.
And when you're 7 feet, you just put your hands up and grab it.
Well, he's rebounded beautifully here in the first half.
First substitution by Bethel.
Darius Hester comes in.
It's a 5'10" junior guard. His first person off the bench is Hester. Again, Bethel's not very deep. They're young on the bench. So, senior-laden team, they don't go to the bench very often. As we talked about Jalen Davis, the freshman, as coaches talked about how great he's going to be later on. We haven't seen him yet. And Gianni Street, who's come back, Tony Rutland's nephew, he's back on the bench for Bethel.
Yeah, good bloodline there. Tony Rutland, magnificent player in every level. Steal again by Wakefield.
Bad pass by Hester. Barrett with a good play. Going to go in. He's going to
Well, it was a nice risk to take. He had to take the risk and almost came away with a steal. but Eiler picks up the bucket.
It's a bad pass.
4-point lead here with 30 seconds.
Oh, Bako with a layup, no good.
No call either.
No call. Treacle.
Good hand down there by Coleman. Good block.
Good play by Bako. Good
and
pass.
Bako. Bako cherry picks a little bit, but got away with it. He was knocked down on the play before, so he was slow getting back and saw it develop. Good pass down.
Bethel up 6. 12 seconds left in the half.
Here's Horsford.
Good defense over to Parks. He's probably going to take this last shot. He splits. Oh, they're going to call a chippy on Dickens.
Yep, on the feet. I don't know what size shoe that is, but it's a big one.
And Treacle and Parks didn't have anywhere to go.
That's
he would have just trailed him. It's
first
his first
foul, too.
Yeah. So 1.3 seconds left on the clock. Bethel up 6. Three-pointer.
Oh! Alan Treacle with the three-pointer at the buzzer.
Just like Hampton.
My goodness. 9 points for Treacle here in the first half as the Bruins cling to the three-point lead to go in the locker room. Craig Breon's going to have a lot to say about that and some other plays, but overall, Bethel's played well here in the first half.
Yeah,
so the score here at halftime at Hampton University, the final quarterfinal game here in the 5A region. Bethel 33, Wakefield 30. We'll be back with you in a few minutes here. Stay with us. Well, we're back here at Hampton University in the Convocation Center on a Friday night, March 3rd, 2017, for the last quarterfinal game, the Virginia State Championships in Division 5A. The Wakefield Warriors hit a three-pointer to end the first half. Only 3 points down to the Bethel Bruins. Bethel ends up winning both quarters, the first by 2, the second by 1. But Wakefield will come in the third quarter with a little bit of momentum. Wube, you got the guys that we expected to lead the scoring tonight for both teams in the lead. I've been most impressed with Halil Parks for the Wakefield Warriors. He's got 12 tonight, but he has got the quickest shot we've seen. He's 3 for 5 from three-point range, 4 for 6 for overall.
And Treacle, I mean, that last shot, I hope that doesn't carry the momentum like the Marquise Godwin shot did for Hampton. They're definitely a formidable opponent. The 1-2 punch, as we talked about, with Treacle and Parks, doing a great job keeping Bethel off balance. And
those are the two. Alan Treacle, first team All-North region, and Halil Parks, second team. But the two of them played well. And then Mahmoud El Tahir, or El Tahar, I'm going to stay with El Tahir, and I apologize if I'm wrong. But he, the big 6'5" junior, has played and bodied up Dejor Dickens, and he's got 4 points tonight, but his contributions have been greater than that.
You know, I kind of compare that to what Hampton did to Opoku. I'm sorry. Last game, they did it by committee, taking him out of the game, and now this is what.
Wakefield doing it with one guy, and he's played beautifully.
Now Dickens still has 8 with only 1 foul, and he could definitely explode in the second half, but they kept him at bay for sure, limiting his touches.
The fouls, not many in that half. 6 called on the Warriors, 4 on the Bruins. Ball's going to belong to Wakefield. So the starters back on the court for the Bruins. Cam Baycoat, number 5. Jeremiah Wusu, number 24. Miles Barrett, number 1. Number 4 is Deshaun Coleman, the one that hasn't really gotten on the score sheet yet. And 33, Dejor Dickens, the 7-footer.
He's got 2 rebounds, but not attempted a shot yet.
Here's Alan Treacle. The dangerous Alan Treacle.
Oh. Treacle again, he's feeling it.
Yep. And
now he ties it up.
So the tie ball game, Alan Treacle's second three-pointer of the night, and the first, it's 2 in a grand total of about 20 seconds for the Warriors.
Yeah, that 3 was huge. The momentum just switched. Wusu goes up for a jumper.
I think somebody told Jeremiah to shoot the basketball, and he just did it and scored 2. Wusu now with 8.
Cooper. Good defense is, a good floater over Dickens. Great play.
Eiler with the rainbow layup.
Great plays. Bethel, it's tied up now, 35 all.
Miles Barrett, the star of the first half for the Bruins.
Giving Owusu the shot. Good scouting.
Might as well take it. Owusu likes a little body contact. Dickens long.
Dickens long on the shot.
Probably should have those two switch so Dickens can get a little closer. 35 all here.
Treacle, feeling it. Got to stay on him. Goes over to Cooper. Guarded by Owusu. Delta Harris going inside. Good up and under move. Good block by Dickens.
Yeah, great defensive play by Dickens. Just 5 on patient.
4 if they can take it. Coleman
Deshaun
goes
Coleman.
in. There you go. Now he's on the
Yep.
scoreboard. Good play by Deshaun Coleman.
Coleman with 2.
Over that Ether. Treacle looks like he always almost travels when he takes that shot.
He's so quick.
Yes, he is.
I mean, as far as we know, he could travel. We couldn't see his feet.
Sorry, it's Eiler. I said it wrong earlier.
Yeah,
Eiler. Over to Parks. Guarded by Baycoat. Back over to Treacle. It's a screen. Sees Coleman. Good defense by Coleman. No call. Almost steps out of bounds. He's going to pull up for 3. He has a feeling, and he's shooting it. 3-pointer. That makes it 38-37 Wakefield.
Treacle 3 for 3. His last 3 shots. All 3-pointers.
And again, they're giving Owusu that 3. Not going to give Coleman a 3. Barrett, he's going to take the 3. No good by Barrett.
No rebound that time. Coleman out. Baycoat outside. Parks, quickest guy out there when it comes to putting the ball up. He draws a foul. Looks like he drew it on Coleman. He did. Coleman's first foul of the ball game. So this is Halil Parks.
He's on the free throw line. First free throw.
1 for 2 so far in free throw shooting.
He misses.
Yeah.
First free throw is no good.
And they're going to be important, as we saw in that first game, or the first game we broadcast tonight. We're at this level in these playoffs. We've seen 8 teams today, all very well qualified clubs.
Absolutely. Second shot is no good. 2 missed free throws by Wakefield.
1 for 4 by Halil Parks.
Cooper, Barrett, over to Dickens. Owusu.
Now they got to get Dickens on the block. Let's see if he can get across.
Pull up by Baycoat. He's fouled.
Yep.
Good call and good play by Baycoat.
Treacle picks up his second foul. I have a feeling as goes Alan Treacle, so go the Warriors. And they have pushed out in front based on his 3 3-pointers.
Costly missed free throws by Wakefield. Baycoat ties this game at 38, 4:51 left.
Cam Baycoat, the 3rd Baycoat brother to come through Bethel High School. Teddy played football quarterback at St. Augustine, right?
That's right.
His brother, Aaron, just finished 4 years at Old Dominion. He's over on the bench now helping out, coaching the Bruins. Had a great career at Old Dominion.
That's right.
And a wonderful career as a player.
Absolutely.
Including games here at Hampton University during the Ronald Curry tournament.
Good to see him back on the bench.
Yep. Good
Cooper.
family.
Yeah. Cooper, they're going to call it trip.
And maybe on Baycoat. Let's see if the number 5 comes up. No, number 24, Wusu picks up his 3rd.
Uh-oh. Can't afford to lose him.
Jeremiah Wusu gets his 3rd foul. Ball's going to be out of bounds to the Warriors.
Treacle's going to inbound. And the Wusu with that defense, man. Great play by Wusu.
Yep.
And I guess those football instincts come into factor on that one. Coleman had a shot. Has not been able to get loose on the 3-point line yet tonight. And he's done a great job of limiting his touches on the 3-point line. Dickens over to Bayco. He gets that screen. Bayco goes in. He's going to kick it out to Barrett. He had a shot. Didn't take it. And Owusu misses it, and he's going to call him for
Picked
his
up a
foul.
fourth foul, I
That's
think.
4.
Yep, it
Bako
sure is.
had the 3. Bako had the drive. And now Gianni Street comes in now for Owusu, which is a huge loss for Bethel.
So
Gianni Street comes in for Bethel.
He's wearing number 12.
And he is the nephew of Tony Rutland, the former Bethel High Star, the last team to win a state championship. So let's see what he can do coming in for Owusu. Parks with the pull-up. They're going to call a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Coleman.
Yeah, Coleman not happy with that. It sure is called on Coleman. Deshaun Coleman's second. He sent Hillel Parks to the line, which is really the only place you can keep him from making a basket so far.
He hasn't made many free throws.
1 for 4 so far. Let's see what he does here. His 5th and 6th attempts.
.38 Bethel, 3:46 left in the third quarter. Parks misses again.
And for a guy who is shooting from the floor, Hillel Parks, 4 for 6 overall, 3 for 5 from three-point range.
They can't make a free throw. Second free throw by Parks. He is struggling on the free throw line. This keeping Bethel in the lead. 39-38 Bethel.
That's a big turning point right there, yeah.
By Wakefield. Actually, in Parks. Street. Quick guard. He's over at Hampton Christian playing for his uncle. Now he's back over at Bethel. Over to Barrett. Barrett's been a great surprise. They're going to call an offensive foul on Barrett. He had the big guy, Dickens, under the goal. I thought he was going to throw a lob.
Yeah, Barrett picks up his second. No foul trouble yet except for Owusu, who's on the bench with 4 fouls.
So Bethel's still up 1. If it was the free throws missed by Wakefield is keeping Bethel in the lead.
Officials dry the floor here. This is a terrific basketball floor. We talked about it a couple times. The stadium's so well lit.
It is.
It is perfect for basketball. You get a good crowd here. Fans can sit close, but not too close.
Right.
The players feel like they have room, but the fans get great seats. Not a bad seat in this house. Here come the Warriors, still trailing it by 1.
Trico has been the hot man for Wakefield. Good steal.
Looks
like Street got a piece of it over to Bako. Good play by Gianni Street. He comes in and plays great defense. Street goes in for the drive, kicks it over to Barrett. Barrett, pull-up jumper by Barrett. No good. Gets his own rebound. Good play by Miles Barrett.
Pulls it away from Elta here.
Bako for 3, short.
Elta here, that's
a great rebound.
Yeah. So he wins one, loses one.
Oh, Parks with a great move.
Wow. Street late getting his hands up. And that caused the foul. Parks gets the bucket and 1. Parks now is 14.
It's 40-39 Wakefield. Bethel can't score right now.
The half point below his average. Looking to go a half point above with his free throw.
Let's see if they can make a free throw here. Free throw's good this time. So Wakefield's up by a bucket, 41-39.
2 for 7 from three-point land. Good little
pressure.
press.
Full-court pressure here. Foul, no call. Coleman goes up for the
Nice
layup.
play by Deshaun Coleman.
No threes today, but he's got 2 buckets in the hole. The layups. Tied up at 41. Parks.
Parks in a quick fire release.
Elta here. Over to Parks. He's going to take a 3. No good.
Oh, push off by Eiler that time.
So Owusu's still on the bench with the 4 fouls. How long do you keep him on the bench?
He's going to pick him. I don't think he's keeping it to the 4th quarter.
Wakefield with more pressure. A little token pressure now. Gianni Street brings it over the half-court line. Gianni Street, good pass over to Dickens. Dickens airballs it. That's not his.
Again,
actually, that is his shot. He just missed it.
Missed
Parks thought about the 3. Barrett comes and closes on him over to Treacle.
I think Parks thinks about the three when he wakes up in the morning.
Treacle with a good move. Good block by Dickens.
Yeah, what a block by DeJure. Good defense, forcing the pass.
Gianni Street. Oh, he was open for three. Didn't take it. So Dickens, that's what he's the human eraser. Cleaning up the mess inside. 41-41, third quarter, 1:35. Street calling for a screen. Goes over the screen. Pull-up jumper by Street. Good shot by Street.
Little offensive firepower off the bench for the Bruins. And that's going to allow Coach Breon to keep Owusu on the bench for a while. The Street can give him some good minutes, and he has so far.
43-41, Bethel. Treacle looking for something. Gets a screen. Sees Dickens. Pull-up jumper. It's going to be short. Barrett.
Knocked away by Dickens. Good rebound.
Good pass over to Street. Street with no call.
No call.
Baycoat, he's open for three. He fakes it. Pull-up jumper. Block. No call on that either.
Blocked there by Cooper.
Oh, good play by Cooper.
But Cooper gets the block and gets the basket.
Bethel had an opportunity on a 2-1-1 break, and they didn't get it.
Apparently the whistles have been swallowed.
I thought Barrett might have got fouled. No call.
He did get fouled. So here's Baycoat with 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bethel tied with Wakefield at 43. Treacle's going to back off. And Cameron's going to wipe his shoes and get ready to go. Going to let the clock get to 10 or so. And then Cam Baycoat's going to put the play into motion. Here he comes. Treacle guarding him close. Trying to force him left. Can't do it. Barrett.
Blocked by Cooper.
And as the coach used to tell me, he may want to throw a head fake on that one.
Head fake, definitely.
So Treacle's going to get a little extra blow here. He and Eiler go to the bench for the Warriors.
Inbound by Barrett. It's going over to Street. Street goes in the drive. Good layup by Street.
He's hammered.
Oh, a dunk by Dickens off the miss. Oh, what a play by Dickens.
Well, it makes up for the no call. Street is getting banged around. Dickens picks up the bucket.
Oh,
what a
nice
rebound.
play, yes.
And that's going to hopefully give the Bruins a little energy here as we go to the fourth quarter, as we have a cheerleader that just tumbled by us that three-quarter length of the floor. Made me dizzy.
Still wonder how they do that.
I don't know.
So Dickens gets the miss off of Street's layup.
Well, good quarter for both teams. Bethel again outscores them by, actually lost that quarter by 1.
Yeah.
So they lead it by 2 here, going to 4. 8 minutes left for the Bruins.
And like you said before, this is do or die. Last quarter.
The winner plays the Hampton Crabbers. If it's the Bethel Bruins, it's their 5th meeting in the season, split 2-2, split the regular season 1-1, both won at home. Hampton beats Bethel for the championship of the conference. And then Bethel returns the favor in the semifinals of the region. So the matchup tomorrow in the state semifinals, Hampton waits the winner of this, and if it's the Bruins, this place will be jam-packed.
I'm sure.
This place used to be the home of the Ronald Curry Christmas Tournament, and it was a fabulous tournament down here, hosted by the great Crabber great Ronald Curry.
And they moved it over to Boo's.
To Boo Williams.
And now it's the Iverson tournament at the Coliseum.
See the talent here of the 757 providing the sponsorship for these Christmas tournaments. Cam Baycoat inbound. Barrett.
Steal. Travel.
No walk, no nothing. I'm stunned. Yeah, they end 5 players end up on the floor. Good hustle by both squads. Bethel's going to retain possession, and all we did was lost 6 seconds and several knees worth of skin.
We're going to get somebody to wipe off the floor here.
The whistles have been completely swallowed here. 6 fouls called on the Bruins in the second half, 2 on the Warriors.
If Owusu stays on the bench, Frank, he's still there with the 4 fouls. As long as you have the lead, I guess you keep him on.
And you got Street playing well.
Street's been playing very well. Baycoat gets a screen over to Dickens. Oh, good play by Cooper to jump it, to get it out of there. Over to Treacle. Treacle goes in. No miss up, layup is no good, and there's no call. And it looks like it was a travel. It should be a jump ball on that.
Ball's going to stay with the Warriors. Good tie-up by Barrett.
Warner almost traveled after he got the ball.
Good. Yeah, I thought he might, but he kept that foot still. Good rebound.
Good aggressive play right now. Do or die time here.
Now, these are superb teams, so let's see what they can do in the last 7:32. Out to here.
Out to here over to Treacle. Treacle's hit some huge shots in the second half, especially the one. He gets a layup, and it's good over Miles Barrett. So it's back up at 45 all, tied up.
I don't know where Treacle's going to end up in his college career, but somebody will be lucky to get him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Dako into Coleman.
I'll give him some CNU literature.
Yes.
If he doesn't have a home yet, they'll have one for him.
Street. He's going to take a three. Just missed. Oh.
Rebound Coleman.
No, yeah, and he gets the foul.
And he's hammered again. Coleman's been beat up tonight.
Coleman looks like he maybe a cramp or got banged knees or something.
So all this action is still a tie ball game at 45 with 6:57 to go. Coleman coming to the line to shoot 2. Coleman with 4 points, all in the third quarter.
Great play by Coleman to keep it alive. As Street's three was in and out. Almost went in.
But dead on, so.
Yeah. Coleman's jumper, free throw is good.
5 for Deshaun. Deshaun Coleman, a 6'4" senior.
Late bloomer. First time he's started in his Bethel career. Senior year, was a role player the last couple years, but he's having a great year this year.
He is. 6 now for him.
47-45. Has not gotten that three-point shot off, but he's doing other things to keep his team ahead by 2. 6:50 left in the ball game. Bethel needs a run here to pull away.
You got to watch Parks. You know how quick the release is.
Gianni Street is guarding Treacle now. Treacle the crossover. Nice move by Treacle.
That's Alan Treacle that's not much you can do with that.
Treacle with a great move. So it's tied up at 47.
What class is Street in?
Senior.
Senior.
Yeah.
Now Treacle's played a little more ball, and has really had the move there.
To go around Dickens as well was impressive. Yeah. Street.
Bethel smartly taking the time. There's a nice move.
Quicker than he looks. And he gets blocked.
Well, to here continuing to play very well in the center for the Warriors. Very athletic for his size. He looks like a tackle on the football line, but he's very athletic.
Coleman looks inside to Dickens. Dickens back over to Bako. We're still tied. Coleman, that's his shot. He's going to go in for the jumper.
Yeah, that's a block, and that's good call that time.
Coleman like he's limping a little bit from that.
Oh, he's been limping now for most of the second half.
Stand with Street. Street's has played well.
Yes, he has. He certainly give him time to have a Wusu wait till he can get back in with those 4 fouls.
Coleman is dead on the free throw line. 48-47 Bethel.
Free throws very important now.
They have to stop a hot Wakefield team on offense. They're on all cylinders right now with Treacle and Parks doing their damage. Second free throw rolls in for Coleman. Timeout Bethel.
4 for 4 for Deshaun Coleman. 8 points in the game for the senior. So with 5:53 to go, Bethel 49, Wakefield 47 here in the last quarterfinal game of the 5A Region State quarterfinals.
Well, we got a close one.
We really do. We saw LC Bird pull away, then their opponent today. It slipped my mind.
LC Bird beat Potomac Falls.
Potomac Falls drew it close, got within 7 at the end of the third quarter, and then LC Bird pushed it out with 9 straight points to start the fourth, and that game was our least close game of the day. Then Albemarle in control the whole game, and then get into a close ball game with about a minute to go in that one, and all of a sudden blow it out, and they win by 10.
Well, here's the thing. LC Bird better be careful with Albemarle. They have some great post players. The guards are tough. Big,
and they played
guys.
As well.
Yeah.
The Albemarle player, and I'll think about it, the athletic guard for Albemarle, I thought played really well on the defensive end. Niall Arnold, 2 for 7 from the floor. They got him down with 2 blocks, with Katstra with 4, and Hahn with 3. So they played very good defense.
Great defense.
That's going to be a good game tomorrow. LC Bird and Albemarle at 4:15. Alan Treacle for the Warriors.
The winner of this game plays Hampton. Warner thought about it. That's Dickens. He's going to take Dickens to the hole. Good play by Dickens. Good defense, Street.
There's Horsford back in for the Warriors, number 20.
He's a three-point shooter. Good D by Street. Good defense as they're trying to get the ball into Treacle's hands, and they're denying him from the ball.
Well, you notice they've gone smaller. El Tahir out. So Dickens guarding number 22, Warner.
They're not going to. That's not going to. They're trying to get the foul.
Yeah, he tried to draw it.
Referee's done a great job of not falling for that bait. As Bethel now up 2, 5 minutes left in the game, Frank.
And Cam Baycoat brings it up at the point.
Over to Coleman. Coleman looking inside. And you said they're smaller. They're still double teaming.
They are. Dickens has got at least 7 inches on his man. That's Cooper guarding Desjardins Dickens.
Barrett.
No hurry for the Bruins. They're just waiting for an opening.
Coleman, that's his shot. Coleman for 3, good.
And you said
Coleman. It was a
slow
matter of
start
time.
today, yeah.
Now Bethel back, they pushed their lead up to 5, 4:30 left in the game.
The defense has stepped up. Barrett and Baycoat on Treacle. There's Treacle there.
Treacle. Oh, good play by Treacle. The 2 Bruins bumping each other, Baycoat and Dickens.
Yep, Dickens was trying to go for the block. Treacle picks up another bucket, 6 1/4.
Oh, he's a great player.
12 1/2.
I agree with you. I would love to see where he's going to play next year.
He just does everything. I mean, I hate to say it, but he reminds me a little Allen Iverson, the way he can do the crossover.
quick.
Allen was thinner and probably faster and maybe jumped a little higher, even though probably that same height.
They say he's listed as 6'1", but
Yeah, even 6'1".
I give him 5'10".
Yeah, but man,
But he can
Allen
jump out the
Iverson.
gym.
There's a great YouTube video with Allen Iverson showing his dunks.
Oh, yeah.
But Treacle has shown the quickness to cross over a couple times tonight, and he can get to the hole and finish.
And with Dickens in the hole, he's just going with the glass easy. Reverse layups, floaters. I can doubt that they've played against a guy with Dickens' stature in the northern region.
Now Tony Bentley sends in his defensive squad now as El Tahir comes back in.
It's a good lineup for Wakefield now.
2-3 defense. Kind of a trapping 2-3, and Barrett didn't see it. Cooper with a dunk. Cooper was a defensive specialist.
Yeah, he's a young man. He's a sophomore.
Now 1-point lead for Bethel as they came down the floor a little bit slow. Now they switch back to the man-to-man.
I don't think Bethel recognized that. It's kind of surprised them. So it's 52-51. Wakefield with 2 quick buckets. Baycoat gets it.
Good patience by Barrett.
Treacle. Good move by Baycoat. Gianni Street thought about the 3. Goes through the legs. Good defense. Coleman's open in the wing. They didn't see him. He's late. 3 minutes now. Bethel up 1. Street, great minutes in this 4th quarter with Owusu with the 4 fouls. Street's going to call his own number. Good crossover by Street. He's going to take it to the goal. Kicks over to Barrett. Barrett kicks over to Street. Street's open for 3. Good shot by Street.
5 now for Gianni Street.
Oh, he's been huge, Frank.
There goes Treacle, who's just faster than everybody out there, and Dickens gives him a little help going by. Picks up his 2nd foul.
Street has been huge. We talked about the bench of Bethel not being deep. But when you get key contributions like that from Street, it helps a lot, especially with the 4 fouls of Owusu.
Well, that absolutely must-have play from Gianni Street. That time, Alan Treacle just beat everybody down. I'd be surprised if Light could beat him down the floor on that play.
Got to stop Wakefield on defense, though. Gets the roll. Treacle gets the roll. One more shot for Treacle. 55-52. 3:03 left in the ball game.
22 for Alan Treacle so far.
Treacle's 2nd free throw. It's good. So Bethel up 2. Now a little more pressure from Wakefield. The Street gets it over to Barrett. Over to Coleman. They're going to call
Walk.
Coleman for
Yep,
a travel.
he did. He got it on the wrong foot and just skipped a little bit. Turnover Bethel now. Bethel's going to defend a 2-point lead.
And Barrett had Dickens under the goal. I thought he was going to keep it and maybe lob it to Dickens. And now we're under 3 minutes now. 2-point lead for Bethel. Here's the dangerous guy right here, Treacle, over to Cooper. He's posting up Coleman. Back over to Treacle, guarded by Barrett. Gets a screen. Now we go, oh, it throws it over.
Yep.
Tahir. And he was
open. Tahir was down. He
was
was down on his feet and didn't see the ball coming until it was too late to get up there.
Costly turnover by Wakefield.
So the quick hands team come in now for the Warriors. LaHorsford and Lipford back in. Jalen Lipford.
Back over to Street. Street, again, great minutes. As he's guarded by Cooper. Cooper very athletic. He's got to be careful with Cooper's long arms and athleticism. Gets over the timeline. Timeout Bethel.
Yeah, Cooper's been the defensive star for Wakefield.
So 2:27 left, Frank. Bethel holding on to a 2-point lead.
Wakefield, of course, up in Arlington, Virginia. A name that's familiar to us here in the 757, a little town just west of Smithfield. But this is the Wakefield from Arlington, the Warriors. Capital Conference up north. The head coach, Tony Bentley, with his assistants, Horace Willis, Trey Ford. They've done a great job to get this team in contention every year. 22-5 coming in tonight. They lost to Albemarle in this regional semifinal up north and then defeated Potomac Falls. The structure this year, 2 regions, north and south, each with 4 representatives. So 8 teams play. This is the quarterfinal round in Division 5, 5A. Which you always expect a 5B,
C, D,
but you
E,
forget the old days when it was literally A, AA, AAA.
Yeah, and it was like.
And I guess quintuple A didn't sound as good as 5A. So half of us in the old days still look for the 5B.
I'm torn. You get a chance to see our schools a little bit more, but then you want to go back to the old system where it's just everybody in the region play each other, and the two best come out of the region.
Right.
And I think it's going to go to something similar to that next year. That we're getting rid of all the conferences.
And the only thing we say is that Halil Parks has been quiet for the Warriors. With Treacle taking over. Parks with 15 points.
Jalen Lippert is back in for Wakefield.
Yep.
He's
they got Horsford and Lipford come in when they want quick hands.
Looks like
Tahir.
A little keep away here. There's a 2-point lead. 2 minutes left, Frank. They still have to score because Wakefield's going to try to score in their offensive end.
Well, they may have to foul because Bethel's going to take its time. Street. Now this is where Street adds some value here.
Good ball handling.
Yep.
Lob to Dickens. Dickens is fouled.
Yep. Cooper picked up the foul, but it was a saving the bucket. Maybe saved the dunk.
Oh man, yeah, that was a low throw by Dickens. Right. He said throw it up. And Dickens is telling Street, throw it higher.
Yeah, Street, yeah. So Dickens to the line now for the Bruins. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line so far tonight. Had 4 in the first quarter.
It's going to be a 2-shot foul. Huge free throws. If he misses,
short.
Huge free throws here.
Here comes Treacle, Warner, Eiler for the Warriors.
Street not really used to throwing lobs to Dickens, and that was a huge miss there because now he misses that free throw at Dickens, and now it's still a 2-point game, 145. Wakefield's going to come in on the other end and bring it. So Dickens has to make this free throw. Dickens, second free throw, no good, and it's going to be Bethel's basketball.
Yeah. Look across the way, I see Ralph Saunders up there.
Our man. The home.
Yeah.
Of academic excellence.
I should have. He sits far away from him on TV. He's not a big fan of being interviewed. I had to chase him down. But Ralph Saunders, the principal of Bethel High School, what a wonderful guy he is. Here comes Jeremiah Wusu.
Great minutes by Street. Now Owusu comes in. They do lose a ball handler with Owusu, but they get that toughness and defensive.
They get the Notre Dame safety. That's
safety. That's right.
Yeah.
Good way of putting it.
That's, you don't even say athlete, just say Notre Dame safety.
Barrett throws into Dickens, gets it back. Guarded by Lippert. Barrett
gets around the body check. It's like
defense.
watching the Washington Caps a little bit. Baycoat takes his time. Boy, a quick count out there.
Yeah, it was.
Barrett.
Yeah, they are going to hold it, make them foul.
They got a 2-point lead.
Uh-oh. Almost lost it. Owusu gets it. Over to Baycoat. Double team. Over to Owusu and a timeout by Breon. He didn't like that.
No, but 1:06 left, so he ran off near a minute.
And they picked up a double team here, and that's a little scary. They almost lost it.
And it shows you the wisdom of Baycoat.
Yeah.
What a smart player is. He gives right to the guy whose man had just come to double team.
That experience, that family tradition in
Oh,
basketball,
yeah.
they're playing forever.
You think they talk a little basketball
I
around
think
the
so.
table
A
there
little
and
bit.
around the dinner table?
So this is biting your fingernail time.
It really is.
I'm nervous myself. I'm not even playing. I just want these teams to do well in Hampton, so we'll see. This last 1:06. They're in the bonus. So
Yeah, well, they know.
Actually, they have
1-1 for
1-1
Bethel.
for Bethel.
Wakefield still hit with only Bethel only committed 5 fouls. No, other way around. Right?
it's 7, yeah.
Wakefield in 1-1.
So I guess you could foul if you're Wakefield. Inside the Dickens, what a luxury.
He's open.
Over to Owusu.
Cooper, though, playing great defense. Got a new man in. The designated fouler is number 15 for the Warriors, Brody Carton. Carton does his job, picks up the foul. So that's going to, they're trying to draw the Bruins into the bonus.
Yeah.
It's 16 fouls in the half.
Less than a minute left, Frank. 59 seconds left.
Cooper
and they
reading
almost
it.
lost it. Owusu's fouled, and it's going to be
There you
count the
go,
basket.
Dickens. Big play by the big man as he's able to come in. Cooper just playing awesome defense. I got to give it to him.
That was
4 fouls on Cooper. But
dangerous play, Frank. They lost it, and Dickens, being 7 feet,
yep.
got it back.
Well, the one thing Cooper does is actually watch. He pays attention, and he knows, well, I know my man out towers over me, but if I can get my position on him, that pass is an inch short, I can grab it, and that's what he almost did there. Dickens fought hard to get it back and made the bucket.
Cooper's a junior. Good-looking prospect there. 6'4", very athletic. Free throw by Dickens is good, so that puts the Bethel lead to 5.
13 for DeJure in the game.
Now they have to play smart on defense. Don't give up anything easy.
Trickle's just going to go.
He traveled. They're going to call a foul. Trickle travel.
And I hope he's not hurt. My goodness. Nope, he looks like he's already going to yank him off the floor there.
Travel. No call.
So 2 shots for Treacle.
So Treacle's going to get 2 free throws. Bethel will get it with 46 seconds left. And I'm sure they're going to do the same thing they did before, play that keep away.
I'm not sure they'll be allowed to do it. I'm looking for Carton, the designated fouler, and see if they can get him in the game.
I guess who would they try to foul? I mean, everybody's a pretty good free throw shooter on Bethel. Maybe Dickens, maybe. First free throw is no good.
So it stays at 23 points for Alan Treacle, which is 7 more than his average. So, I mean, he's having a marvelous game. Parks with 15, 1 more than his. Here come a couple of quick hands guys. This is Horsford and Lippert coming in.
No good.
Missed
Rebound
2 free
Dickens.
throws.
Dickens loses it though. Now Barrett, they're on the floor. They're going to call a timeout. Oh, they had the ball and they lost the rebound. Oh, that's huge. We had a 5-point lead with the ball.
Well, Coach Breon not happy with his team right now, so he's going to discuss a little bit of the teamwork needed here in the last 42 seconds. Meanwhile, Coach Bentley down there trying to work a play. He's got a lot of offensive options.
A lot of options. Of course, Treacle and Parks will be the one.
Parks has been very quiet.
Yeah.
We've done the Bethel Bruins have done a really nice job on Parks. I guess my question would be, can Parks and Treacle both excel at the same quarter, because we've seen Parks carry him a long time, then Treacle's come on in the second half.
Huge play right there, though, Frank. I mean, Bethel had the ball, a 5-point lead, lost. Now it's going to be Wakefield's ball, 42 seconds left.
So the quick team in now for the Warriors. Lipford and Horsford, 20-0 there, are in.
Treacle's going to inbound it under the basket.
And watch the ball going right back to him. Parks, the one man out, not in the wall. Here comes Parks around with a Wusu guarding him.
Oh, good defense by Bethel. Good defense by, Wusu's going to pick up his 5th foul.
Wow.
He's going to
So
put
Wusu,
them on the line for the 1-and-1.
he fouls out with 8 points in the ball game. All in the first, 6 in the first half, 2 in the third, and he picked up the 4 fouls. So Gianni Street come in.
That's great defense, though. But
It was good D. I couldn't see the angle down there. Official right on top of it.
I mean, he kind of let off, when he touched him the first time.
So now Parks.
It's 1-and-1 for Parks. He's not been a good free throw shooter.
2 for 7 so far in the game.
His free throw is good. So it's a
3 for
4-point
8.
game
Yep.
now. And again, that rebound missed by Bethel was huge to put them back on the line.
Coleman and Dickens on the underneath, trying to get the rebound if Parks misses one.
Of course, I anticipate pressure on this inbound. As the defensive specialist come in now, is Lipford and Amari Cooper coming now for Wakefield. 58-55. Bethel up by 3, 41 seconds left. Crunch time here in the state quarters. Over to Dickens.
Always open.
They're going to foul Miles Barrett and make him shoot free throws.
Foul goes to Jalen Lipford.
And he's going to have a 1-and-1. Huge free throws now. It's a free throw shooting contest like it was in the Hampton game, Frank.
Barrett scored 11 in the first half, nothing in the second.
He was huge in the first half. They gave him the 3. He had to take the 3-pointers early. So this is going to be what Bethel's going to have to do, Frank, the rest of the way, make their free throws.
And try to slow down the offensive progression. All 4 Bethel defenders back in the defensive half.
Barrett's free throw is
Short.
no good. So now Wakefield has a chance to tie it or pull within 1. Parks is going to take a 3. No good. Get the rebound. Cooper is going to miss the free throw.
Foul to be called on Dickens. His 3rd.
We don't want to go to overtime without a Wusu and Dickens with 3 fouls.
Parks knew he missed it when he shot it, but Cooper, who's played just a marvelous game defensively and on the boards.
28 seconds left. This is going to go down to the wire. Cooper at the line, shooting 2. First free throw. Off the glass.
5 points for Amari Cooper. Is averaging 11.
58-56 Bethel.
With 28.5 seconds left.
Second free throw. Off. They're going to get the ball. Blocked by Dickens.
Oh, what a block by Dickens. He fouled. Danger Dickens may have just saved the game. What a block by the big man.
They're in
1-and-1.
1-and-1 still.
Right? So Dickens goes back to the line. He's 1 for 3 in this quarter. 5 for 8 in the game. I want to thank Dr. Harvey, our host up there, sitting mid-court. Dr. William Harvey, the president of Hampton University, who helped build this beautiful facility. Thank you, Dr. Harvey, for having us over here. Danger Dickens with a 1-and-1.
Good.
Made it.
It's back to a 3-point lead. They still need this huge free throw is huge.
Need to get him to the 2 possession.
Yes. Dickens' second free throw is good. 4-point game, Bethel. 23 seconds left.
Treacle.
Treacle.
Good defense, Parks. Good defense, yeah.
He's going to pull up for three. He's going to call a timeout. That was going to be short. Timeout Wakefield, 13.3 seconds left, Frank.
A two-possession game.
Dickens with 2 huge free throws.
And the block. The block would have been a tie ball game. But he went up and got that ball and pinned it against the backboard. There's a benefit to having a 7-footer on your team, I'm told.
Absolutely. And again, him not getting in early foul trouble, he's been able to assert himself kind of gradually into the game and not pick up silly fouls, and he's able to stay in the game late and get that play at the end.
Well, I'll give it to the other 4 of the starters because they kept him buried, let him stay in there. El Tahir gave him fits in the first half. He's played a great game himself.
And again, he wasn't one of the guys that we were looking for as a stand-up.
No, we really didn't focus on him at all. And good size and played well in the center spot. Johnny Street played a very good ball game. He came off the bench when Arusa got his 4th foul. In fact, have we only seen him as a sub? They've gone with 6, haven't they? I'm not sure anybody else has come in.
We've seen, well, we did see.
Who else do we see over here?
We saw Darius Hester come in.
Hester came in for a minute. That's
minutes,
right, yeah.
But you're right. Street he's played well, man. Great defensive game. He's quick.
13.6 seconds left. Wakefield inbound the ball. Baycoat on Treacle.
Treacle. He's going to go for
Parks.
3 for Parks. He's going to be short. It's going to be an air ball. It's going to be Bethel's ball.
He was way beyond his range.
And that might be it. If Bethel can inbound and make a couple free throws, that might be the ball game.
This is where you want to see that long pass like we saw with the Grabbers. Down the court. Street gets bumped out there by number 3, Eric Eiler.
Takes 1 second off the clock. And Street, I'm telling you, but he hit 2 big shots. I remember that 1-3 he hit in the corner. And Street's had a great second half.
Well, we want to thank Randy Begoli and Andy Foley, and of course our great cameraman tonight, Alan Baker, down there on the floor, and Steve Fryer, brilliant cameraman who's been with us. Wu Bay, we couldn't do these games without those guys.
Absolutely not.
Camera work's superb.
Partner, I think we might get Hampton-Bethel Part 5.
I think we might.
Right here at HU.
Street sinks a free throw.
7:45. It's going to be a city.
All-city semifinal.
Basically a city championship for the most part.
Queen Street, Big Bethel Road.
We're going to break the tie in the series, and the winner goes to the state championship.
Street was 7 in, a quarter and a half.
Parks for 3, way off.
That does it. That's the ball game. Bethel moves on. They win it 62 to 56 over Wakefield. So the Northern Virginia team's knocked out here by the Peninsula teams as Hampton beats Potomac and Bethel defeats Wakefield in the last 2 quarterfinal games here at Hampton University. Well, we want to thank our crew. We just did that. Glad you're with us. And we hope to be able to bring you some more sports this spring. Look for us doing some softball and baseball here on LSC 48. On behalf of Wu Bay Gabray, this is Frank Edgar signing off from Hampton University. Your final score here in the state quarterfinal matchup. The Bethel Bruins 62, the Wakefield Warriors 56. Good night.